seems it's the day that things happen to me. It's fun day.
I'm saddened that this has happened to you.
So I was driving from a doctor's appointment. I went to Walgreens, get my medicine, which will be ready, or should be ready by now. And then noticed as I was pulling to the parking lot of Aldi's that my temperature gauge just went through the roof. Why? Because this plastic hosing part of the assembly just melted and popped. Look at that. Look at that piece of beauty. So anyhow, I forgot. Thank God I got the roadside assistance from Verizon, and they're going to pick me up in about 45 minutes. $3 a month, can you believe that? And that's pretty cheap and good, actually. I'm within the 10-mile radius, so then my step is gonna come pick me up. And in the meantime, I'm going to AM/PM, get something to eat, and come back and eat it. Also, I go home and fix this once they drop off my vehicle. The part's gonna run me about $30, and maybe that thermostat is over here. But yeah, that's my day. That's my fun day. I had to share that with you. Okay, we're back in shooting. Here I am. We're gonna replace that right there, which is I just found out that it was a housing for cooling fuel or whatever, but it's called the neck filler whatever. I forgot. It's hot. It's almost 110 degrees, and let's have some fun. Now, to begin, I must remove the engine air intake hose, which is located at the front of the car. It's super easy to take off. It was, I believe, 3 screws, and just pop them right out, and the whole part will come off, as you can see right now. Okay? Easy as 1, 2, 3. Let me show you what happened. That plastic thing just broke right off. It melted and gone. Now the next challenge is to move these clamps back a little bit. These types of clamps, I hate them with a passion. You have no idea. Whoever invented these, I would like to meet that person. So anyhow, as see, I'm struggling a little bit because it's so dirty. And I don't like using oil on that, but I ended up doing it and pulling that clamp back a little bit. Now on to the start of the show. I'm removing the last hoses connected to the coolant housing, which the bottom hose was extremely hard to take off. I didn't have the right tools. That plier that I had was humongous, but I made it work. I'm just removing the last bolt, and it should come off fairly easy right after that. And let's see what that looks like. So as you can tell, there it is. Long and behold, completely burned and melted. So now let's do a little side-to-side comparison with the new part. It ran me about $30 at AutoZone, which it was identical. So now let's proceed to put it on. But before putting that thing on, I needed to make sure that there were no debris from that old housing that broke apart. So now I'm taking the main hose and making sure that there's nothing in there. So now let's see what I found. Luckily, none of those things went inside the engine. Otherwise, I would have had a bigger problem on my hands. So those pieces were fused to the hose, actually with the clamp. They didn't go anywhere. They were just fused to the hose itself, which in itself was just luck, and thank God that nothing bad happened after that. So now let's toss them and get rid of them. Now to put the hose back in, I like to put some of that PB Blaster. It's really good to lube up the ends of them, and that hose should be able to slide right in, no problem. Now I'm installing the start of the show, the coolant neck filler. After that, I just need to add the main hoses to it and we're done. But for that, we have to add some of, yes, the love of my life, PB Blaster. Man, that thing is amazing. Just put that, spray it, because why not? And it should slide right in like butter. Now this is one of the easiest part of the whole thing. I have to put back the engine air intake hose, line it up with the housing, which is in the back. Just make sure it lines up. Front of the car, put back 3 bolts, tighten them up, and last but not least, add antifreeze to the car. Now, because I don't want to make a mess, I know I will splash antifreeze all over the place. And I do own a cat. Her name is Bonita. That's Spanish for pretty. She's a beautiful white cat. Now she, like all cats, they're curious, and I know she will lick that thing thinking it's candy. So no, I wanted to make sure that she was safe and not make a mess, of course. It was 120,000 degrees outside. I just wanted to dump the whole thing in there, but I had to tough it out. But it worked out pretty good, as you'll see. After adding the antifreeze, I ran my car for about 5 minutes. I made sure there weren't any leaks. I went underneath the vehicle. No antifreeze on the floor, which was a good sign. Now, by this time I was tired, but I still needed one more thing to do, which was, as you get older, you need more medicine. So you guys are coming for the ride.